Are you encountering a string of mysterious bad luck, unsettling nightmares, or a sense of exhaustion and loneliness? These troubling symptoms can be more than mere coincidences or everyday stresses. They might be indicators that negative energy is being directed toward you, possibly manifesting as spiritual attacks or curses. Such experiences can leave you feeling vulnerable, confused, and searching for answers to regain your sense of peace and balance. In this eye-opening video, we'll delve deeply into the 7 telltale signs of spiritual attacks and curses. We'll break down each sign to help you recognize and understand the subtle and not-so-subtle ways negative energy can impact your life. From recurring nightmares that disrupt your sleep to inexplicable feelings of isolation and fatigue, we will cover all the bases to ensure you can identify when you are under spiritual duress. Understanding these signs is the first crucial step toward reclaiming your personal power and emotional well-being. Sign 1: Unexplained fatigue. One of the most common signs of a spiritual attack is unexplained fatigue. This isn't the usual tiredness from a long day at work or lack of sleep, it's a deep, pervasive exhaustion that seems to sap your energy no matter how much rest you get. You might find it hard to get out of bed in the morning or feel drained after doing the simplest tasks. This kind of fatigue often leaves you feeling powerless and unable to engage fully in your daily activities. Famous spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle has said, "The primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation, but your thoughts about it." This reflects how spiritual fatigue can influence your thoughts, making everything seem more difficult than it is. When you're under a spiritual attack, this negative energy can cloud your mind and drain your vitality, making it hard to maintain a positive outlook. For example, Sarah, a dedicated professional, found herself inexplicably exhausted despite maintaining a healthy lifestyle. She slept well, ate right, and exercised regularly, yet she felt perpetually drained. After seeking medical advice and finding no physical cause, she turned to a spiritual healer who identified a negative energy in her life. Through meditation and energy cleansing rituals, Sarah began to reclaim her strength and vitality. In such cases, it's crucial to address not just the physical symptoms but also the spiritual root causes. Practices like meditation, grounding exercises, and seeking guidance from spiritual mentors can help alleviate this profound fatigue. By recognizing this sign, you can start to take proactive steps to protect and rejuvenate your energy. Sign 2: Disturbing nightmares. Disturbing nightmares are another clear sign of a spiritual attack. These aren't just bad dreams, they are vivid, often repetitive nightmares that leave you feeling anxious and unsettled even after waking. These dreams can be symbolic, featuring themes of being chased, falling, or encountering dark, threatening figures. They disrupt your sleep, leading to even more fatigue and a sense of dread that can linger throughout the day. Deepak Chopra once said, "In the process of letting go, you will lose many things from the past, but you will find yourself." Nightmares during a spiritual attack often highlight unresolved fears and anxieties that need addressing. They are your subconscious mind's way of signaling that something deeper is troubling you, possibly influenced by negative energies or spiritual intrusions. Consider the case of John, who began experiencing intense nightmares after a series of personal losses. These dreams were so vivid that they affected his waking life, causing him to avoid sleep altogether. A spiritual counselor suggested that these nightmares were manifestations of unresolved grief and spiritual disturbances. Through dream journaling and protective rituals before bed, John was able to reduce the frequency and intensity of his nightmares. Addressing disturbing nightmares involves not just interpreting their meaning but also taking steps to protect your sleep. Practices like keeping a dream journal, performing protective bedtime rituals, and using affirmations can help create a safe space for rest. Understanding that these nightmares are a sign of deeper spiritual issues can lead you to seek the necessary help and interventions. Sign 3: Persistent feelings of isolation. Persistent feelings of isolation, even when surrounded by others, can be a strong indicator of a spiritual attack. This goes beyond normal loneliness. it's a profound sense of disconnection from people and the world around you. You may feel misunderstood, unseen, or unappreciated, leading to a deeper sense of alienation and sadness. This isolation can stem from the negative energies or spiritual entities trying to separate you from positive influences. Mother Teresa once said, "Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty." This quote underscores how spiritual attacks can create a sense of emotional poverty, cutting you off from supportive relationships and community. The isolation you feel might not just be a psychological state but also a spiritual condition that needs addressing. For instance, Emma, a social and outgoing person, started feeling increasingly isolated after moving to a new city. Despite her efforts to make friends, she felt an invisible barrier that prevented her from connecting with others. A spiritual advisor suggested that she was under a spiritual attack that was amplifying her feelings of loneliness. By engaging in community service and attending spiritual gatherings, Emma began to break down these barriers and reconnect with others. Recognizing this sign involves acknowledging your emotional state and seeking both spiritual and social support. Engaging in activities that foster connection, such as joining community groups or seeking spiritual fellowship, can help counteract these feelings of isolation. It's important to remember that you are not alone and that there are ways to reconnect with the world around you. Sign 4. Constant negative thoughts. Constant negative thoughts are a hallmark of spiritual attacks. These intrusive thoughts can be overwhelming, persistent, and often irrational. They can undermine your confidence, fuel your anxieties, and make you feel trapped in a cycle of negativity. This mental bombardment can prevent you from seeing positive aspects of your life, making it difficult to maintain a hopeful outlook. As the Dalai Lama said, the way to overcome negative thoughts and destructive emotions is to develop opposing, positive emotions that are stronger and more powerful. This wisdom highlights the importance of actively countering negative thoughts with positive ones. During a spiritual attack, the influx of negative energy can cloud your mind, making it crucial to seek ways to cleanse and protect your mental space. Take the example of David, who began experiencing a barrage of negative thoughts after a major career setback. Despite his efforts to stay positive, these thoughts kept returning, affecting his self-esteem and motivation. A spiritual mentor advised him to practice positive affirmations and mindfulness meditation to clear his mind of these negative influences. Over time, David found that these practices helped reduce the power of the negative thoughts and restored his sense of self-worth. Dealing with constant negative thoughts requires a multifaceted approach, combining mental, emotional, and spiritual strategies. Practicing mindfulness, engaging in positive affirmations, and seeking support from spiritual guides can help break the cycle of negativity. Recognizing that these thoughts might be a sign of spiritual distress is the first step toward reclaiming your mental peace. Sign 5. Unusual health issues. Unusual health issues that arise suddenly and without a clear medical explanation can also be a sign of a spiritual attack. These might include chronic pain, sudden illnesses, or a general sense of physical malaise. When traditional medical treatments don't seem to help, it could be that these health problems are manifestations of negative spiritual energy. Louise Hay, a pioneer in self-healing, often spoke about the connection between mind, body, and spirit. She said, "The body, like everything else in life, is a mirror of our inner thoughts and beliefs." This perspective helps us understand how spiritual attacks can manifest physically. The negative energy you're experiencing might be affecting your physical health, leading to symptoms that conventional medicine can't fully explain. For instance, Maria experienced severe migraines that no doctor could treat effectively. After several fruitless consultations, she visited a spiritual healer who suggested that her migraines were linked to negative energy and spiritual imbalances. Through energy healing sessions and spiritual practices, Maria found relief and a significant reduction in her symptoms. Addressing unusual health issues involves looking beyond conventional medicine to explore spiritual and holistic healing methods. Practices like Reiki, energy cleansing, and spiritual counseling can help address the root causes of these health problems. Recognizing the spiritual dimension of health can lead you to more comprehensive and effective healing solutions. Sign 6. Financial hardships. Financial hardships that arise unexpectedly and seem unexplainable can also be a sign of a spiritual attack. These difficulties might include sudden job loss, unexpected expenses, or a series of unfortunate events that drain your resources. When financial troubles seem relentless and out of proportion to your actions, it might be worth considering a spiritual perspective. Wayne Dyer once said, "Abundance is not something we acquire. It is something we tune into." This quote suggests that our financial state is connected to our spiritual state. Negative energy or spiritual attacks can disrupt this connection, leading to financial instability and hardship. Addressing the spiritual causes can help restore balance and attract abundance. Consider the story of James, who faced a series of financial setbacks after a business failure. Despite his efforts to turn things around, he kept encountering obstacles. A spiritual advisor suggested that negative energy was blocking his financial success. Through rituals to remove these blockages and affirmations to attract abundance, James gradually saw improvements in his financial situation. Overcoming financial hardships involves more than just practical steps. It requires addressing the spiritual factors that might be influencing your situation. Engaging in practices that attract positive energy, such as gratitude exercises and abundance meditations, can help shift your financial state. Recognizing these hardships as potential signs of spiritual attacks can lead to more holistic solutions. Sign 7. Relationship struggles. Relationship struggles that arise without clear reasons can be another sign of a spiritual attack. These might include sudden conflicts, misunderstandings, or a general sense of disconnect with loved ones. When relationships that were once harmonious become strained and challenging, it might be due to negative spiritual influences. Thich Nhat Hanh, a renowned spiritual leader, said, "The most precious gift we can offer anyone is our attention." This quote highlights the importance of connection and understanding in relationships. Spiritual attacks can create rifts by fostering negative energy and misunderstandings, making it crucial to address these influences to restore harmony. Take the example of Lisa and Mark, a couple who began experiencing frequent arguments and misunderstandings after moving into a new home. Despite their efforts to communicate and resolve their issues, the tension persisted. A spiritual consultant suggested that the home might have negative energy affecting their relationship. After performing cleansing rituals and setting positive intentions, Lisa and Mark noticed a significant improvement in their relationship. Addressing relationship struggles involves recognizing the potential spiritual influences and taking steps to clear negative energy. Practices like space clearing, setting positive intentions, and seeking spiritual counseling can help restore harmony and connection. Understanding that relationship issues might be a sign of spiritual distress can lead to more effective and lasting solutions. As we part ways, I invite you to take a small but powerful action to support your own spiritual growth and empowerment. Just as a single candle can illuminate a dark room, your simple act of liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing your thoughts and experiences in the comments below can create a ripple effect of positive change both in your own life and in the lives of others. By engaging with this content and our community, you not only affirm your own commitment to spiritual protection and growth but also help to spread the light of awareness and empowerment to other chosen ones who may be facing similar challenges. So, my dear chosen ones, I invite you to take that small but mighty step. Click that like button as if you're casting a powerful spell of positivity. Subscribe to our channel as if you're joining a sacred circle of spiritual warriors. And leave a comment below as if you're planting a seed of wisdom and encouragement for all who may read it. Together, we can create a vibrant, supportive community of chosen ones united in our commitment to spiritual growth, protection, and empowerment. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and remember, you are always loved, guided, and protected. Until next time, keep shining your light and trust in the unfolding of your divine path.